Okay, I'm back. I had to blow my nose. That's what the chicken looks like. A little about me. I'm 32 years old, married, um, no kids. Trying to start a family with my husband, but um, I have two cats, a bird. I'll tell you about the time that I was 14 and me and my grandmother got into a car accident. Um, well, me, my grandmother, and my grandfather, we woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning because my grandmother lived about 2 hours from work and she had to be there by at least 6. So we would wake up at 2 o'clock and we would leave. Well, July 6th, um, of 97, we were driving in to take my grandmother to work. And some drunk lady hit us and drug us a mile. And she tried taking off. So my grandfather chased her. My grandmother couldn't move because her knee bone came out the side of her leg. Um, so I was sitting on the ground with her on my lap, holding towels on her leg. so she wouldn't bleed out. And the lady that hit us head on, when she took off, my grandfather chased after her, having a heart attack and all. And when she came back, she was petting my grandmother like she was a dog. And I yelled at her, told her to get away from my grandmother. So fast forward to everywhere. Paramedics came, picked us up. We went to the hospital. They life flighted my grandmother to a different hospital that can deal with her injuries. Um, they kept me there. They told my grandmother that she had to have somebody come get me because they couldn't get a hold of my parents. So my grandmother had a friend that lived up there come get me, and she came and got me. As we were leaving, the lady that hit us, she was coming in by the cops, and she told me in front of the cops that she was gonna beat the crap out of me. And the cops told her that I was a minor. And she's like, no, she's not. He's like, yes, she is. Well, we left there, went to the impound lot to take pictures of the car. My grandmother's friend told me to stay in the car so I didn't see the damage. Well, I got out of the car and I seen the whole front end was smashed in. And she took me to the hospital to where my grandmother was so I can get a ride home. So my aunt took me home and told my mom and dad what was going on. My mom and dad dropped me off at my other grandmother's to stay the night or stay until they can get to me. And they called about an hour later telling my grandmother to have somebody bring me out to the hospital. So we go to the hospital and my mom was waiting there trying to get me to take another x-ray so they could see that the doctors up there didn't just diagnose me with something. So I told her no because it hurt. Well, the doctors told my mom that they could not force me to do a x-ray. So my mom was mad. We go upstairs. Mind you, I'm 14 years old. My grandmother's in the ICU. And my grandfather's daughter told my mom that they couldn't take me back because I was only 14. Well, my mom called back to see what was going on to see if I can come back, and the nurses said yeah because she was refusing surgery until she seen that I was okay. So I go back. They're getting ready to take her down, and she asked me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I told her yes. She said, "Okay, I'll see you when I get up." Well, we went home, and she survived that. Fast forward to 13 years after that, found out that she had cancer, stage 4. She died in 2011. I was very close with my grandmother. I doubt my husband will ever be on these videos with me. He don't like being on camera. Um, Maybe one day I'll try to get him to do one, but I doubt it. If you have any suggestions on what movie, what mukbangs I can do them. Mainly we eat at home because I don't like eating out. Um, Me and my husband's been together almost 11 years, married for 6. Um, if there's anything you want to know, leave them down in the comments. Um, Me and my parents never get along. Me and my dad, we're the same, so we butt heads. Um, but I love my parents to death. I'm a very shy person, so this is a big step for me doing these videos. Um, they probably won't be every day. Okay, I'm stuffed. This is left.